What's going on, everybody? This is ChrisDaGoat, and we are back with another Pi Network video. So today we're just going to talk about the legitimacy to the Pi Network. Yesterday I uploaded a video talking about whether or not this program was a scam, but today we're going to actually look at some numbers and kind of see exactly how big the Pi Network actually is. So one of the first things that we're going to talk about naturally is going to be the halving, which as more and more people join onto this network and get the app, they are going to be cutting the rewards down by half. So we are close to 10 million members, if not surpassing, somewhere in this neighborhood. So we started off 3.1, now we're to 1.6, now 0.8, and as you can see, it's going to continue on a downward trend and by half each time. So that's going to cause some of that desirability that's very similar to Bitcoin. You know, you have a limited supply, a limited minting. There's only going to be so many in production, so what you have is what you have effectively. That's kind of what it creates for the investors. So this kind of just talks a little bit, some instructions on how to get it. Let's go into this, which talks about the number of downloads per country. So 4 million in China, 600,000 in India, 550,000 in Malaysia, 500,000 in the US, 420 in Vietnam, and it goes on down. So basically, the numbers that you're seeing here, there's some significant movement going on, and there's a lot of people that are invested now. Granted, keep in mind this chart stops at 2020, May 2020. So these are fairly accurate numbers, and it may even surpass that up until this point even. So these are some really, really big numbers for anybody to assume that it's a pyramid scheme. It would have already been found out long before now. So, in my opinion of opinions, let me zoom in a little bit there. I personally feel like this app, again, is in the beginning stages. I feel like it is a very literal paving stone for the future of this project, and I feel like we're all involved. So instead of the company designing a software and allowing it to be accessible for only computers to where you have to have Windows 10 and Docker to run a node, they are trying to do it with cell phone apps. So that way every single person that has that app is contributing to the network. That's something that hasn't been done yet. There isn't any other coin that you can quote unquote mine from your phone. Now, one thing I do want to point out that's important is you're not technically mining these coins off this app. This is just a simulation that's up here. This is a lifetime simulation on how long you've been actively into a security circle or into the program, refreshed your lightning strike every X amount of hours like you're supposed to as soon as your time runs out. See, I just did mine about 8 hours ago. So, you know, you're not exactly burning energy or graphics cards or any extra data like you will with some other legitimate miners. But what this is doing instead is causing a simulation. So once it gets to the state of fruition and it's ready to go full on, cut the umbilical cord, send this product out into the wild, no more support, that's whenever these coins that you see ticked up on your individual account are going to be able to be exchanged or traded for other currency or sold for your currency or however else you want to go about it. So that's one thing I just wanted to point out. This is a simulation. You are owed those coins, but you're not going to get them right now. So that's going to be something in the future once phase 3 is complete. So again, just a little bit more detail. Hopefully this kind of showed you guys a little bit of something going on. The numbers are big, the activity's big, the input's big, and I really think that it's a project that's worth investing your time into, or at least investing your interest into. Take some time, read about it, watch some of the other videos I've posted, some of the ones the other YouTubers have posted. There's not very many people that are talking about the Pi Network right now, which is something that I'm trying to change personally, trying to make it a little more easy to understand. I do ramble, but hopefully you get to see and understand things a little easier than just looking at graphics and reading mumbo jumbo. So thank you guys again for checking it out. Again, this is not a solicitation. I'm not an investor. I'm not a trader. Just a guy that's very, very enthused about cryptocurrency, Pi Network being the biggest thing lately that's caught my attention. So we're going to talk about it.